Hello everyone and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So last time I finished Zhongli's story quest, so this time I'm gonna go and do the quest with Dainsleif. Oh, that's a lot of prizes here. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Kinda want to ascend to the next world level, but I don't know if it's the right time. So first
the case
of all,
before us is a
Dainsleif.
strange and unprecedented.
Because without this quest I can't progress a few other quests. Because I also am missing out on one boss that's close to unlocking and another boss that's quite far away. Oh yeah, so what I wanted to mention is that soon, I don't know exactly when, but soon I will change the name of my channel because the name is very old. It's my nickname which I used a long time ago.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter?
Yes, I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch.
A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air. As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no?
Yes, it's better.
Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried telling him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
Okay, will do. So yeah, after, or maybe not after changing the name of my channel, I will make one guide. It's mostly for new players for Genshin.
Why? You need something?
Yeah, I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch.
I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then. Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
I'm sure Diluc doesn't have time to look at strangers. This one's easier to go. So yeah, as I said, I'm making a special video and a guide that's going to be for mostly new players. Because you won't believe what kind of players I've met during these times. It's like they don't know how the game works. So enough of that. Onto our quest.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Both. Another day, another lack of alcoholic options. Hey, I'm just short.
Hey Charles, have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just to drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
And what's Master Diluc's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you.
The same one.
Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's Diluc for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. so he should be here today too. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait, best to go to the second.
Okay. Go to the second floor and wait. And we wait. Who knows how long.
Welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
I'll take the shortcut. Geronimo. Hope I didn't burn the floor. There he is. Our mysterious client. Hi, I'm an adventurer with the Adventurers Guild. No response. What do you do? I'm an honorary knight of Favonius.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
So, I'm a traveler.
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
I'm looking for my lost relative.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
I guess he never thought of meeting
Guess
someone
we've broken the ice.
like me.
What a weird guy.
He's just depressed.
That little one beside you.
No, my best chum.
We're the best of friends.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
Well, I was hoping to invite you to adventure with us.
Sure.
That's easy, huh?
He was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment.
How much?
500 mora, and 3 answered questions.
That's it? Well, that's cheap.
The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
That's what I said, that's it?
That's it.
Well,
Okay.
now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Calm down, Paimon. Well, here's the 500.
Ah, thank you. Now as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
Do I need to answer them all correctly?
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong.
I didn't
Only
study.
about differences in attitude.
So it's like a question of opinion.
I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer.
Alright then.
Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
How did you know Venti is...
I know everything that I should.
Well, that
Well,
just makes it interesting.
answer the question.
Right? So... Who was... Who put more responsibility in that? Unity of Monsters people gave us victory. Well, just a few. I'd say it was Venti this time.
Is that your answer? I see.
He was required for that.
Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown.
Well, at least he doesn't know what's
Who
the
do you think will defend
contract.
Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Who will defend? Well, this one's a bit easy. The cheese thing, well, not exactly. The Adepti will only help when they're needed, so everyone in Liyue Harbor.
So that's your answer?
Yes.
I see. Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
Well, depends how you view it. If you're a god, I guess those with visions. Perhaps none of them. That also could be my answer. Either it's with or no one. I'm gonna say this.
So, this is your answer then?
Yes.
I understand. It seems that you're different from her.
What do you mean, her?
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss.
Well, I have met some Abyss mages in the past. Some? I'd say a lot.
Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world.
Exactly.
I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being.
I remember this
one
time.
That commands the Abyss mages.
The first time we met him and he mentioned the Abyss Herald, I immediately thought, if we're not gonna find him now, it will be in the future. And, well, here it is. The future is right now. Come to think of it, since the Stormturn incident ended, we haven't
Oh, that's right!
seen anything.
We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Lair, who are human too! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
They won't defeat me.
We're super duper strong!
That manner, it's just like hers. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
Perhaps, but unlikely. Temple of the Falcon. Was it the first domain I entered with Amber? Think so. Oh hey, I got ahead of you. For once.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Abyss.
Really? Where? I don't see it.
The Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods.
Yeah, where are those three other creatures? What about... what are you talking about?
Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Go inside. They should put more quests like that. Oh wait, no, that's the challenge. I need cryo? Really? Okay. Have Chongyun.
My demon expelling mantra is ready.
He's not actually that strong right now, but if cryo is required, it's best to actually use the recommended ones even in trial domains. Remember, once there was
the scent of the Abyss is getting stronger.
I couldn't get further because of the
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Yeah. Surprise! Yeah, my Yanfei is pretty strong. So why is Chongyun on low health? Also, this Royal Claymore is pretty good on him. Because I couldn't find any other weapon that suits him. As a free-to-play royal scene, next best option. He's still doing some good damage.
Barbados!
If I'll ascend, that damage gonna go down. Okay. That was last time when I needed to shoot up there. Wrong. Gotta get every chest. That's valuable. Especially those animal sigils I get for free. Which I can convert them into Mora. This is where the Crow part is needed.
Let the show begin.
Spirit Blade!
Big damage. Well, that was a bit delayed. I pressed my skill and it used after the dodge. More chests. Break everything. Free ingredients for my cooking. Anything else here? No. I really love these kinds of domains. If only there would be a lot bigger for players to explore around, maybe multiple times. Unlocking different routes.
One with my book. From whence you came.
Gather together and get rid of it.
Just a few abyss mages?
Yes.
Seems like that herald might have already left.
You tell me more about the Abyss Order.
The Abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers, and the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf.
Okay.
Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
I remember I had that one crazy theory that Dainsleif is actually Ether in future. That doesn't seem like that's true anymore. A few inconsistencies in that theory. I'm gonna go from here, as always I did. Right now I don't know which parts to edit out so far, because most of it is important. Maybe this will be the only long video that I won't edit much. Also, I am still looking for that 1 or 2 chests in Mondstadt. See, this 99%, this is driving me crazy. I had the treasure-seeking item, but its range is not that long, so I don't know where it could be. I think I went everywhere about 3 times over. Some wolf hooks, although I don't need it. If I'm gonna level up Razor,
Well,
it's
we're in
enough.
Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick,
there.
in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Nah, he's not in the arena, he's fine.
Lord of Wolvendom, great wolf king of the north, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only.
You know that wolf?
No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
Well, where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed.
Well, it does have
See
symbols.
that, floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell.
Wait, what? Hey, I didn't even pay attention that much. Look, it spells abyss. And I don't know, 6 and something? This one spells abyss. I didn't notice that before.
Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
We don't know what exactly they want to do. The Abyss Order is just another side, another enemy to me. The Fatui are enemy, kinda.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary.
Under control? I think
Let's beat 'em
they're
up
just part of that.
A touch of frost.
Beyonce? This is quite a lot of damage.
That's that! Let's go check out that bonfire!
Oh yeah. They have to ignite it.
Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
What? They saw me? No, go away. Go away unless you want to live. I have to climb up there.
And there's another one of those bonfire spells! Looks like the Abyss. Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Oh, this one popped its bubble fast.
Submit for judgment.
Take it easy, I'd say. For this kind of power I have. Okay, that's done. Back to Dainsleif.
Have you finished searching?
Yes, we found lots of signs of the Abyss
I
Order.
searched around these parts and found some signs myself. But they were left behind by Abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, It's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go.
Dainsleif
Let's get a
doesn't
move
give up.
on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
My favorite place. Well, in Mondstadt at least. And there we are.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair, but I suppose that this place is more Lair than Storm Terror at this point.
Yeah, you could say that.
In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Where do you want me to go? Oh, the other side. Oh, there's seal.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
They're trying to take it apart.
Swift and merciful.
Motion to compel.
From whence you came.
Oh, summer troll.
One with my blood.
No, you're not going anywhere.
I swear by my sword. Boom boom.
Nice aerial combo.
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
It's quite a shame.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
Yeah, in Spiral Abyss.
You're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
Speaking from experience, are we?
Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
She no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel.
Not anymore.
Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we?
The teapot?
Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's one-man restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Getting a bit ahead of yourselves, I think.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
sense something familiar on that cliff.
Huh? What's familiar?
Felt it for a moment the previous time we came here too.
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster.
Could it be the abyss?
Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Obviously, this hinted so
Dan
much.
moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
It's nearby.
Wait, it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Well, Paimon, you can't feel what I feel.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
Last time you say?
My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
About 500 years?
What about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here?
Well, looks like it. And it jumped into the water.
Found, even for a single dandelion.
I wonder if this place or this road will be used later. Obviously, it's going somewhere. That reminds him of something. That's some flashback. Or a headache.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out.
This dandelion reminds me of...
Huh? You mean your sister?
Yes.
How could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Yes, the moment I touched it.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Regardless, I have to get to the bottom of...
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that she is still on this world, at this time. The most important thing is the journey to find her itself.
And I will find her.
Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry, we will meet again. After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Yeah, well, that was fair payment. Gears of Destiny. So let me go find that Sealy back there.
Oh, yes! Yes! They have the audacity to go after anything! The 7 dragons, gods. No ancient artifact that relates can escape their greedy ambitions.
Does she sound so quiet? I think it should be louder.
Still, this time is different. Who do they think they are, going after the Abyss Order's treasures? Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lan? Do you have a commission you need to post?
Well, she should be investigating.
Hello. We were just discussing the treasure hoarders.
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the Abyss. It's just too evil.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt are planning some big joint operation.
2 big-time
How
treasure
did you
hoarders?
get that information?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor of the North.
Well, I know Raptor.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber in Mondstadt. But who is Big Sis of the South?
Does Big Sis mean she's bosses people around?
You are correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. As I understand it, the treasure hoarders all call her boss. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making her Big Sis of the gods.
God of thieves.
But that's probably just a wild rumor.
Interesting.
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that the Abyss Order has been secretly guarding in the shadows. Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure could be inside.
Yeah, dangerous artifacts.
They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's forces away from the ruins, then send an expert thief inside to steal the treasure.
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief? That's quite an impressive sounding title.
Oh, indeed. He is an extraordinary individual. The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers.
Just like famous adventurer Alice.
Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the Teyvat travel guide then?
Yes.
Correct. The Grand Thief is someone as renowned as her. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor had to put in a lot of work to convince a thief of his status to come and personally oversee this operation.
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already have their hands full. They don't have any time to investigate rumors about treasure hoarder activity.
Then what are you doing, Ganyu? Sleeping?
But anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is some unknown danger lurking beneath the surface. So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Just post a commission. Well, since I'm here...
Leave this commission to us!
I should have dragged you into this.
Oh,
Stop
thank
being
you
lazy.
so much.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then, good luck. The guild will take care of the details of this commission.
Well, there we go. Act 4. So where are these ruins? I forgot. Oh boy, it's on the other side of Liyue. What did I mark here? There's some puzzle. That's for later, not today. There's still quite a lot of puzzles around. And I still have some last Geoculus to find. Oh, some violet grass. I'll take that. Of course, I can get that later. Cryo. Well, Chongyun's already here, and I wanted to use Beidou. Okay, let's go. Now this domain already looks different. It's in ruins.
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here.
Really?
They must have come to these ruins.
These camps?
Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable.
Yeah. Where did she get that information? Do they have
There aren't
spies?
many guards here.
Once that Diluc
Looks
is the
like the plan
one.
to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
Gather close. Oh, the sword didn't pierce them. Any chests? Yep. Always be sure to check around every corner, because these kinds of domains are a one-time thing. It doesn't go to your progression.
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction.
Oh, bubbles.
But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins?
Well, it's abyss ruins.
Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
Let's see. Can Yanfei pop the note? She can't. Another chest? This just shows how chests can be simply hidden behind boxes. Sure, it's nothing much, but it's something. Especially you need items to burn for your weapon or artifacts. Oh, another one. Quite the room. And here's our Grand Thief.
This looks like a person.
Well, it is.
Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he praying to something?
Yeah, he was praying to his life the last moment.
That's...
Yeah, Statue of the Seven.
Why is the Statue of the Seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, right?
Yeah.
But this statue is holding... What is that?
We still don't know a lot.
Paimon has a really bad feeling about this. And the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Do you think he's... Hello? Are you okay, mister?
Nope. No signs of breathing.
He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good.
How did he die?
Let's get out of here, and fast! We should report back to Ganyu and Lan. Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
Oh, great. Poison ground. And the fun part. These floors collapse. So be sure to not step on it. Well, at least not step on both tiles. Just like this. Go to one, to the other. Oh boy, got caught. No. I thought it would stop right there. Okay, second try. I should have turned it at the very last moment in the corner. Okay, now I can get through. That's our checkpoint. And there is a special guest.
You cannot spy on the secrets of the Abyss.
Well, he knows I was here.
You have come here. You have seen our secrets.
What secret?
For this,
I have no idea.
You must pay the price. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
An Abyss Herald?
The one Dane spoke of.
Dainsleif.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dainsleif, that constant annoyance in our affairs.
Hey, he's a great guy.
Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. There is nothing you can do to change the tide. The Abyss is unstoppable.
Well, we'll see about that right now.
Pirates never seen it before.
Come out of there.
Careful, please don't get cocky.
Okay, I won't. But this isn't the Spiral Abyss Pylon. Where do you think you're going? I know how your skills work. Huh. Done already.
This power, it seems familiar. I see. So it's you.
Yes.
You are the one.
I am the one.
In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
What a tough battle.
Tough battle?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters this powerful among them?
Seem to know me.
Huh? What is it? What are you thinking about?
Nothing, just let's get out of here.
Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now. Let's get out of this scary place before something even more dangerous shows up.
What? What can be more dangerous? The Abyss Lecter? I've already seen it.
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Yeah, it was like a day at best.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange.
How do you know by my expression?
Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Yes, we did.
How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well.
Actually, the Abyss Herald wasn't all we encountered. Tell him about the strange statue.
An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss. Though I have had my suspicions. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way. We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Yes, sir.
Let's go! A rare opportunity? With Dane helping out, maybe we'll be able to solve more mysteries about the Abyss.
I trust Dane. I don't believe right now he's a bad guy. Okay, this thing... But I've seen this guy already. What are you trying to tell me? So we go... Oh. Yeah, more Abyss mages.
Motion to compel.
Looks like Yantha is doing a lot of damage now. Wait until she gets max level.
mages just now? Were they trying to ambush us?
No.
No.
They were just digging through these abandoned
just
ruin
getting in
guards
their
looking
way.
for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The traveler here seems to like doing that a lot too.
Yeah, I dig up treasures a lot.
Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
That's actually what I did yesterday. Yep, those are important materials.
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary objects. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
Yeah, Master Deluxe done that before. Well, it didn't work out well.
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the Abyss, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire Abyss Order. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation, or rather, these Abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Fear?
Paimon is getting goosebumps thinking about all of this.
All right. We shouldn't waste too much time here. Let's continue our search.
Now, where do we have to go? Okay, it's nearby.
Let the show be...
No, I was here yesterday as well.
Wind, hear me! Incinerate!
Gotta get everyone
Submit for judgment!
off of this place. Well, that's everyone annihilated.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too. Is that just a coincidence?
There are no coincidences in the world.
No.
Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago.
Well, maybe for them.
Just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout.
But I only heard about you by chance.
Forget it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
Branches?
Yeah.
Roots?
Same place.
What do you mean exactly?
That almost kind of sounds like the tree and domains when you collect rewards.
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Khaenri'ah? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh. Speaking of Khaenri'ah, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As As your guide, Tyrant should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Conria was...
You know about Conria.
Huh?
Because I have memories of Conria.
You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours.
Something that we didn't know up to this moment.
But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like?
Well, I can't hide it from him any longer. Sea of Flames, 500 years ago.
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
Nope.
I see.
It was before.
So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within that meteorite.
It seems your sister woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Conria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Teyvat?
The destruction of Conria? She said that?
Correct.
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because she woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Conria. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Conria. Am I right?
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months.
Maybe.
Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Lair, but you told Paimon they were useless. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria, so you could find your sister?
Well, despite only having a place name to go on.
Oh, yeah! You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I probably know more about Conria than both of you. Conria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization.
Well, that explains it.
It was the pride of humankind.
So they didn't need anyone's help.
A nation without a god?
Later events
So
unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by gods.
Probably because they were jealous. Progress so much that even gods couldn't stand it.
You mean that?
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Conria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Well, how can they say anything if the witnesses are mostly dead? What a dangerous world. I need to hurry up and find my sister.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits.
But the next time I see Venti or Zhongli, they will have some questions to answer.
Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
This just shows there's some distrust showing between main character and the Archons. Okay, I can get it from here.
Over there! It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago.
That's not the real name.
These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Conria.
Field Tillers? What a strange name.
So what's with the lethal weapons?
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the Field Tiller came about.
Okay.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
They were ready to fight at any time.
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat.
So they had quite some awesome technology.
Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time, they found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
That sounds so sad.
Wandering aimlessly for 500 years.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
Okay. I know I'm doing that.
Forth, my blade!
I'll protect us.
Barbados, guide us.
From whence you came!
And that one just vaporized. Well, not literally. Just smashed them into bits. So he's gonna do the spin.
Incinerate!
And no materials.
Huh? This abyss base dropped a talisman. Could it be a communication of some kind?
Wait, let me try. What? There's so many letters. That's M-T-N-O-M something. Oh man, I can't read this.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it? Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it. Is that the script of Conria?
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory to Her Highness the Princess.
Well, that's, I guess, what's written there.
What? Is that what it says?
Engulf? Yeah, it could be, actually.
Loom of Fate, initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate.
What does that mean?
It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine?
Is it related to the inverted statue?
From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
Yeah, great.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean?
It was just crossed by the Jade Chamber.
What do they want with Osile?
Could be the same as with Dvalin.
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin. And I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did Dvalin?
That would cause quite some chaos.
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
Is that even possible?
With their technology, yes.
The Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
These nicknames keep getting longer.
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though, of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite persistently. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile's limbs to construct a mechanized god.
Interesting.
And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
There will be such a boss. Kinda like foreshadowing this.
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
It would seem so.
Let's find the eye before they do.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie Statue of the Seven we saw, right?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy,
well,
the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan.
Someday.
Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation?
Statue look like the Animal Archon.
Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
The cathedral.
Huh?
Not his favorite place.
What's the matter, Dane?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
Okay. Some achievement? Oh. Like I forgot to take other achievements.
A huge statue.
There we are.
A grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animal Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon. And actually, the Animal Archon is... never mind.
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Huh?
Aren't you curious?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious.
Because they don't know.
Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time.
Yeah, I get that.
When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral.
Okay,
the Church of
won't.
Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Got it. Okay. This will be quite the long part. But I have to do it in one go. Well, let's talk to Barbara.
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today?
Just
but
information.
I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lair Derhamel again, we cannot oblige.
I don't need that thing anymore.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller? What's that? Field tiller.
Nope. There's no...
What does it do?
Never mind.
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven? Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found.
Interesting. Where was it located?
In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven. Of course! Of course? Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own good. Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's final fury? No, that's from another time. Probably unrelated. The Tyrant's final fury? Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's Lair.
Well, that's old times.
Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt. Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying! People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the Tyrant's final fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own.
So bizarre.
Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be. It's okay. Thanks anyway.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again.
Oh.
I can never get used to hearing it.
I know that voice.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
Yeah, just be safe.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Don't worry, I will go help as well.
Right. We'll go give Master Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, then... But please, everyone, be careful. May the animal Archon protect you all.
Well, we got some information. Now to just explain this to Dane and we'll be off.
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin? Not again!
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old companions.
Well, time to get going. And more of this.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Motion to compel!
Well, that was pretty easy.
Whew. There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
We should hurry up and find Lupus Boreas.
Yeah, let's go!
I'm not going any further.
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
That's probably not it.
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him.
Okay.
Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable.
You really despise the Seven, huh?
There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods.
Well, I guess I'll take that quite seriously.
You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down.
Why not?
Even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dane hate the Seven, or is he protecting them?
Why is your opinion so contradictory?
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Canrea by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to Wolvendom.
Up, there he goes. What a strange man.
You can kind of see where he's coming from.
Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar gods. At the Rite of Dissension in Lair, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do.
When there's a lack of trust, it's best to just avoid the situation entirely.
Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon,
And
what are you
Jean.
two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas, but the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection between them?
Well,
they just like to cause
there's no
trouble.
connection.
Do they really need a reason? The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation. Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
Well, looks like he is already in danger.
Look! Over there, it's Razor!
Good thing Razor is here.
The Abyss Herald!
You, not welcome here!
So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past. Lies.
Yeah, he's trying to fool you.
Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no. Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
Time for another round with the Abyss Herald.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain.
Okay, well, I'll just keep coming back then. Oh, we need some helpers this time.
Go as one!
Spirit Blade!
Boom! Incinerate!
I'm over here, man. Oh, you're about to change your face.
I swear by my sword! One with my blade!
Go as one!
Nope, Mario works great on this shield.
Go as one!
Although, sometimes I don't have Mario with me. Will you leave me alone?
Go as one!
And he's down.
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our grand scheme will not be affected.
And there he goes.
It disappeared again!
At least we stopped it this time.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I I am ashamed that you must see me in my present state.
Yeah, no worries.
But still, the Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules.
Well, it was not his idea to respect the rules.
I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
It's not your fault, Razor.
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
Exactly.
No, we heard about the danger.
Well, I heard about it.
Doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming
Smells
to
like
help,
blood.
we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is.
Of course, an ancient deity would know.
Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom.
It would be interesting to see a fight between him and a Ruin Guard.
I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Could it shoot missiles?
Missiles? I do not know this strange word. As I said, I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield visions.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently as well?
Yeah, about that story.
This pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know, but did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger danger. You too. Also, be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
I thought the sword disappears when I'm done fighting the trial. Oh well. Back to Dane.
Dane, there you are! Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me.
Yeah, she would ask a lot of questions.
If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success?
Just a bit. If you call that success.
I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the Cathedral.
Yeah, the Tyrant's final fury.
Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Let's see. Ancient people of Mondstadt wouldn't have seen the fireballs for what they were.
Ah, Paimon gets it! So the Tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them, until one day it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the Tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area.
No need.
What do you mean?
I remember.
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like that.
Yeah, that was long ago. Who knew that they planned already that far? Oh wait, wrong teleport. Or maybe not the wrong one. Yeah, so this guy was here before the story quest was even made. So they had quite a lot of plans. Well, there he is.
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye.
Okay. Nothing.
Ooh, so what did you see? Huh?
0.
Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so excited.
It's a machine.
What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
There's no right or wrong.
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try.
Yeah, well, your element works.
And done.
Wow! It's
the very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
No.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osiel, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
The Abyss Order must be stopped.
Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
Hide it somewhere where no one will find it?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You? Dane? You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
I doubt he's going to give it.
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue.
By doing what exactly?
We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven!
So what?
As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too!
It's just a statue.
Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers right now.
She would have another meltdown.
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
Okay. Back at the ruins. Cryohydro needed. Okay, I have it. Let's go. Beto is taking a rest today.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Tibet.
Oh man.
That or the stupidest.
Yeah. One or the other. These places to hide. They don't help much. But I can't pop them while standing. Yeah, chest. Through the back door, we got
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
Yep. Right behind us.
You sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsleif, enemy of the Abyss. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares. Unless... Oh, and something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption familiar to me. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Exactly. Time for another round with this guy. Don't think I'm running.
Motion to compel.
Do you need help, please?
I'll protect us. Go as one.
A touch of frost.
Boom boom. Go as one.
No one. Jean can heal me a lot. And if that's not enough, then Barbara can do it as well.
Fourth, my blade.
Go as one.
Oh, there we go. Those two.
Go as one.
Time for your second phase, right?
Swift and merciful. From whence you came.
Barbados, guide us.
Oh yeah, he increased my skill's cooldown. That's what this slash would do.
Fourth, my blade.
Oh, you're not getting away.
Go as one.
Oh, you're again. Jungle, that's easy. You don't have to level him at all. Just plays the field.
The world will.
There's giving him resolve. And he's trying to escape again. Not this time. And there she is. With an awesome sword.
Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Me.
Aether.
Finally found you.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister and the Abyss?
Aether, why are you with Dane?
Oh, you're asking about Dane? That's not the right time. Are you asking about something that doesn't matter?
Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows her too?
You shouldn't team up with this man.
Why not?
He is my enemy.
Lumine.
Just because he is your enemy? Hold on a second.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria.
Well, he is just one person.
A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying
I'm
Dane
sure I
is
could
from
find out.
Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves?
Yes.
And the whole thing
Quite
about
confusing.
Dane being your enemy... Oh, Paimon's so confused.
Come with me, Lumine. Let's go home.
Home. Yes. Of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end.
Destiny?
Listen to me, Aether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world.
Somehow I don't believe you traveled through everywhere. Barely anyone mentions someone like you.
So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Well, there he goes. Dainsleif made it, but not me. Where actually does that portal lead to?
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information.
You're right, Paimon. There's still hope.
Uh-huh, that's right. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right?
Our objective for our journey.
That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all?
Yeah, I pretty much got it.
Well then, let's go over it again.
Try to recall as many details as they can.
First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess. It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the highest ranking leader in the
Probably
organization.
not. I think she's being manipulated in some way.
Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be that she wants to destroy the Seven and the Seven Nations?
Well, that's one thing, but that doesn't give a good reason to attack innocent people in Mondstadt and Leeway. Why do that?
Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying.
I'd say it's more of a curse or corruption. It's not them anymore.
And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago! But he didn't turn into a monster.
Well,
and now he's
that's
fighting
good.
the Abyss Order. So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now?
Well, obviously because they're attacking everyone they see. They were once humans, now they despise humans.
Also,
of course it will be your enemy.
After all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss. What's up with that?
There are many new questions, but few answers.
Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what you're made of. Come on, traveler, let's go.
Eventually that will happen. But how it will end? Well, that is done. Okay, there's my chest. And let's get out. So, okay, that is finally done. And this part can come to an end. I think it was already 2 hours. So I have to edit some parts of unnecessary stuff. Let's see in the quests right now. Yeah, that's the next Archon quest, the prologue. And I can unlock this one right now, which will be in the next part. Yeah, I think I will continue next part with Zhongli. And then probably with the rest of the characters? I don't know. So, that's it for today. See you guys next time.